Good afternoon, fifth graders. This is Mr. James. I'm glad that you've decided to join me here for our writing and vocabulary lesson for this afternoon. We're going to get started. We've got 2 words today and then a right and response to reading question. Our first word here is the word rebelled, and rebelled is found on page 27 in your text. It is a verb, has a verb ending of ed, which lets us know it's a past tense verb, something that happened in the past. And on page 27, the text says, and this is when they're talking about Hudson, and it says, in the spring, his crew wanted to go home. Hudson refused, so the crew rebelled. They put Hudson, his son, and 7 others in a boat. So we know from that section that Hudson wanted to go home, that his crew wanted to go home, but Hudson did not. And so then when we figure out that they put Hudson, his son, and 7 others in a boat, and that's their sense of rebelling, that they maybe just decided to do what they wanted to do instead of doing what he told them. That would be my guess. And also we might see the word rebel in there. And a rebel is somebody who really doesn't kind of follow the rules. So that gives us an idea as well. And so if you've rebelled, you've fought against, you've revolted, you've opposed, you're sort of going against what someone tells you to do. That's rebelling. And as I said before, the word rebel is a morphological link, as well as rebellion, which is a noun form of the word. So in my sentence, I got to move my big head out of the way. It says, when the school stopped serving chocolate milk, the students rebelled against the cafeteria. They were going to fight against that. They were going to storm protests. How dare they take away our chocolate milk? Go ahead and please write your own sentence now. And our second word is found on page 30, and it is the word intentions. And this was not a page that we did as part of the read aloud because it's sort of a different looking page here. And it wouldn't have fit in well as a read aloud. But it's all about the things that Lewis and Clark packed with them when they went on their journey. And at the bottom there in the caption, you'll see that's where the word intentions is found. And it says, giving someone a peace medal meant that you did not have violent intentions. So a peace medal, I'm assuming is something they gave to be peaceful. And it says that you didn't have violent intentions. So it means you weren't going to be violent against them. And then I have to think a little bit more maybe about the word itself. Intentions is like intend. So maybe you didn't intend to or mean to do something. And so it seems like a noun form of intend. And it is, in fact, to aim, plan, or a thing that you've intended to do, that you plan on doing. So morphological links include intent, intend, and intention. And my sample sentence says, my intention or my plan was to read the book, but let me try that again. My intention was to read the book before I fell asleep with it on my chest. So I was planning on reading that book. I intended to do it. I had the intention of doing it. And then I fell asleep instead. Go ahead and pause the video and write your own sentence now. All right, and our right in response to reading question here says to read the second paragraph on page 28. So you're going to go back. You're going to reread the second paragraph on page 28. I can tell you from looking at my own book that the second paragraph begins with the word but and ends with the word try. And after you've read that section, it says to use details from the chapter to write an explanatory, meaning explaining or giving information about why the British government offered a cash prize. So you have to give some information as to why did they do that. And so you probably want to begin with the topic sentence that answers the question. The British government offered a cash prize because, and then give your answer. After that, you're going to want to provide some sort of evidence from the text. So you might want to say, for example, you might want to say on page blank, and then provide some factual evidence to support that answer. And then finish up with a nice concluding sentence to kind of restate the topic and put a bow on the end. All right? Some of your paragraphs are not great. If you're having trouble writing a paragraph and you're just writing a sentence, there's a paragraph bootcamp video on our page that would be great for you as well. Please let me know if you have any questions or concerns or need any help. It's been so great to have you join me today, and I look forward to seeing you next time.